Shalom, Israel. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, double honors to the apostle, elder bishops, great millstone, must salutation to the brothers teaching the word. The hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, most high will, to the hopeful extended elect, Shalom, blessings. Getting right into it, this is celebrating the triumph of the American spirit, which is 250 years ago. This is the anniversary. America chose freedom. And we've been telling you about the 250-year mark that every kingdom went down a 250-year period. This year we celebrated it in every city. It says every town, every stretch of America road. Find what's happening near you. So Trump, and then you can see it right here. It says 1776, which is so-called independence from Britain to 26 forever. They say forever, like they got more to go. This is prophecy of America going down, and we've told you about this. And this is, they call this the golden era, I think, which is it kind of echoes time of Babylon. This is the modern day Babylon. So every kingdom has its course, and it falls. Especially the prophets being out on the highways and byways to prophesy of the kingdom going down, and what kingdom through all out the years, decades, centuries, it has been that the prophets been out there before the downfall of that particular kingdom when it was in place. It's going to be the same thing here. And you could do research. They really never became independent from Britain, so to speak. They not quarterly. Here's a scripture that says, Isaiah 13:2, and this is, we know that they communicate with us through this, and maybe they was more even prompt to do this because of the prophets on the highways and byways, as mockery and celebration in the faces of the hopeful elect. But it says Isaiah 13. You can actually go to 1. It says, where is it at? Okay, the burden of Babylon. We told you this is modern day Babylon. You got to be spiritual to understand that. The Holy Spirit has to be dealing with you to understand prophecy and understand that this is modern day Babylon, spiritual Sodom, Egypt. This is a conglomerate, how would you say it, enterprise of all those kingdoms that were before, and this one kingdom as an example of the power that that ruled over us, kept us as slaves, and got a piece of our heritage some kind of way, to where America is going to be judged for that, while the other nations standing far seeing the judgment. Lift you up a banner, it says, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. It says, lift you up a banner upon the high mountain. And that banner is on the highways and byways. A high mountain is on the highways and byways, not, so to speak, now a physical mountain. Exalt the voice unto them, shake their hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. So all this has reached the gates of the nobles. That's why we know about the subliminal communication, or you could call it feedback. We know, and we know when they say these things, then they apply to us in some fashion that, like it says, this is, from 1776 to now and forever. It even says that they think their houses continue forever. So this is kind of like they're trying to mock the Most High, and the Most High is not mocked. Where the man soweth, he shall reap. What it says, I'll just pull that one right quick. Oh yeah, houses continue forever. It says, Galatians 6:7, be ye not deceived, God is not mocked, and for whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. And you know what this so-called white man, even America, that's his prime place now. I mean, he that's his, domain to his most beautiful dwelling place yet. And it's opposite basically and away from the Eastern world, so to speak. So he feels like, well, I got something for myself. I mean, goes back to Esau and his losing his birthright, basically selling his birthright for a morsel of meat. He said, well, if I can't get a birthright and I can't rule over Jacob in prophecy, then, well, I'll have my own land and have my own slaves. But the other nations, like it's prophesied, that they would rise up against her in battle, setting their arrows against her, shooting at her, making her a desolation. So that's the Most High, judging America. And America is known as an harlot, which is another form of weakness. And what did it say? A whore, whore should reap judgment. So, what did I say? The other one I just mentioned. They think their houses continue forever. So this new world order is an operation they believe in and they think to continue forever. And they got a plan, with even all-out nuclear holocaust or war, whatever, and the destruction. They got underground bunkers. So they want to go down there or go up and into the smoke clears. The radiation dies down or out. And then they want to rebuild a paradise, the strongest empire ever known in the history of man, and navigate from judgment and so forth. I mean, they'll try to kill the sons of the Most High. Thinking in their carnal minds that that'll get rid of God. Because a lot of people actually think Yahweh Shai was God himself. So if they slay him, then God doesn't longer exist, the Father. But that's very evil and selfish in their thoughts. Psalms 49:11, and you see what happened when they slew Yahweh Shai. He resurrected. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah, America. America was named after Amerigo Vespucci. It wasn't named after, any other nation but from an Edomite, which I think he was a Spaniard. If I'm not mistaken. As you see here, that again, it says 1776 2026 forever. I'm not sure why he counseled the musicians because they were supposed to do a performance for this occasion, and they said he counseled the musician to show the performance. Um, you could look that up, but this, like we said, everything ties into prophecy. You can't upset prophecy, can't get rid of it, and you can't get rid of the fact that what the Most High has written and put into play, you can't stop it. It plays all the way to how it's supposed to play out to the very end, And this is a movie. We keep saying a real movie, and the credits about to roll, but you can't change the parts of the movie. You can't change the script. The script is already written, so. What they're trying to do is like, well, let's get rid of the prophets and make up our own what we feel religion is and moralism is, and a navigation of an economic superpower controlled with a device, and to exercise from then on. Energy, even by scientific measures, the everything. What would you call it? Technocracy. So making faster vehicles, making superhuman people, which is cyborgs, and that's their motto. That's their future outlook. We're not lying about this. That's why Elon Musk came up on the scene, man. They don't think like that. A lot of Jakes, maybe the common average Jake, they want to be like, well, I just want a family, and they still want that picket fence. And look, I just want to, eat well and dwell well. And they're not thinking about that. They trying to take it to a higher level. To where you got all these, all this technocracy and all this cyborg stuff and superhuman powers, by the means of technocracy. So they're talking about the American spirit. Americans doesn't have the spirit really of America is driven by carnal forces, carnal means. Of course, spiritual demon Satan plays his part to be, in them as a counterpart, but that's only for a short amount of time. It says the devil, the triumph of the wicked is short. Say the devil know he got short time. Walking to and fro to the earth, see who he may devour. Paraphrasing. So it has to be an end to this wickedness and the all their their enterprise, like it says in Job 5:12. Their future, because it's not done in righteousness. That's one of the main factors. And nothing is applied in America, implemented in America that has anything to do with biblical sources, and they don't admit God into their programs, their inventions, their future. God, the Most High, is not in it. And He's not for them. He's not for America. He's not for them. So this is the last hooray for their enterprise, and it hasn't been finished, but they almost feel like they have completed. Like it says, when he is about to fill his belly, then sudden, I'm paraphrasing, destruction come upon him, snare. So that's what this is. So they documented it and put it out there in the public that, yeah, this is 250 years, and this is a celebration, and that mark you know, pretty much into the foundation of their new world order. And they probably won't say that, but you know, now they feel like, oh, okay, yeah, we've made it. We've made it to a point to where, you know, we've accomplished great things. We've built America in backs of slaves and blood of slaves. They won't say that though. And now we're going to take this to a new plateau, a new plane, a new level. That's where all this digital stuff comes in, robots, cyborgs, and all that. And I know it seems cliche or maybe it seems movie, you know, I can't find the right word, but it seems like because they get it like it just comes from the movies, those terms. But those terms are real, you know. So anyway, hope you that find to the next video. Shalom.